What up, everybody? Now, I know I said in my last video that I would cover my thoughts on how Impact could improve their current product. But it dawned on me that I'm actually going to be at a couple of wrestling shows this weekend, and I'd much rather talk about them than Impact. Now, MXN Pride and the rest of you who are looking forward to my thoughts on how to improve Impact, never fear. I will be releasing a video the week of Bound for Glory, which I believe is October 16th, and in that I will discuss my thoughts on the current position of Impact and what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, how I would improve, what I would keep, and I'll watch the shows leading up to it and give you my true opinion of it. So don't fear, that's coming. But let's talk about this weekend. Now, this weekend I'm going to be not only a spectator, but I'll be involved behind the scenes on two separate shows. First of which will be Doomsday Wrestling, Saturday, October 1st. It's going to be at Numbers in Houston, Texas. They always have a very entertaining show, and I know I'm one of those who is always entertained, so entertained that I always like to come back for more. I'm looking forward to being a spectator and being entertained. Now, October 2nd, as many of you know, or for those who don't, I run the show which is TCW in Austin, Texas, and they are having a show, their rebooted show. They will be filming for that. Behind the curtain cameras will also be in attendance, so if you see a camera, get yourself over. But I run that show, and we have our rebooted show at Soccer Zone in South Austin, and it is also Barbie Hayden's 21st birthday. Yes, you heard me correctly. The blonde bombshell herself becomes 21, and I am a big fan of parties, festivities, people turning 21, and you know, which means cheap beer and free cake, and I'm a big fan of free cake. But aside from that, there's going to be some wrestling. Now, for those who have been kind of watching, The End has added a new member. It now is comprised of Killer Cash, Dark Star, Devastator, and now the Scottish National Champion, Wallace Gordon. And those guys are looking to wreak havoc on TCW and anyone who is affiliated with TCW. As far as the superstars and the talent and the roster and whatnot. But there's so much else going on. I'll get back to The End in a moment. There is also the continuing saga between American Eagle and Angel Blue and their courtship. Eagle's finding out quite a bit about Angel Blue's past, and it is coming out literally throughout this series of shows, and the next X is apparently on the way. I won't go into much detail because I, like you, will be sitting by watching to see who the next X is. But I know from what I've gathered, Eagle is so ready to find out, and I think the show may not even really go on until he discovers who the next X is. So, of course, with him, Angel Blue will be in attendance. Also in action, first time ever, Ken Carson, one half of the TCW Tag Team Champions, the other half being his better half, Barbie Hayden, who is celebrating her 21st birthday. Did I mention that? I think I did. Anyway, he will be in singles action, and for the first time ever, taking on Slim Sexy. Now, you know, Ken has his views. You got to be in the gym, you got to look a certain way, and Slim may not fit that, but he is confident enough to call himself sexy. And hey, man, I got to respect a guy who calls himself sexy. You know, me being sexy Steve DeMarco and all. Anyway, those two will meet for the first time ever. I am eagerly anticipating that match. And then a match that I'm very much looking forward to. It will be the second of the Best of 5 series for the TCW TV title, or TCW.com title. It's got many names, and we're going to make sure by the end of the series that we have a straight name. But it's going to be Jacobs Pliskin, who currently holds the title, against Bolt Brady. Jacobs Pliskin is 1 up against Bolt Brady, and this is the second match. And those guys tore it up last show, and I expect them to raise the bar even higher. I know they want to bring a certain level to championships as well as to match quality, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Also, another match I'm very much looking forward to, Mr. B, who is coming off a loss. He lost to Mansoor, our 13-year-old phenom, at the last show. Well, Zane Cox, who is returning, said, who better to face than Mr. B? Well, since that, we have been told that there'll be an additional 2 guys put in this match to make a 4-way single elimination match. You've got the addition of Poppy C, a guy out of Corpus, I believe. He's been on our shows before, and he's looking to become a permanent member of the roster. And who knows, if he can gain a victory here, that will bode very well for him. And also, the 4th member of this 4-way will be none other than ACH. And I've got to say, ACH, I've always been impressed by that guy's ability. He is truly athletic, charismatic, got a lot of heart. And he just brings it every time. I am very much looking forward to this 4-way. I mean, it's a 4-way single elimination, so, you know, no tags. I think it's going to start in the ring, all 4 guys, and I just say, you know, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I know I will be. And in our main event, champion versus champion, Mikey 13 has kind of thrown out the challenge. He wants to face the newest member of the End, that being the Scottish national champion, Wallace Gordon. These 2 guys are going to lock horns, and I have seen these 2 guys go at it in different promotions, and I got to say, man, very much looking forward to that match. You've got the End, and who knows what they're going to bring. I know they're constantly talking about wanting to kind of change the way TCW operates, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But if you guys are in the Austin area, you need to come check out the show. Soccer Zone, big area, cheap beer for those who love the beer. And did I mention free cake? You know why we're getting free cake? Because Barbie Hayden is turning 21. I mean, that is a milestone in any person's life, any young lady's life, but it's especially sweet when it's a blonde bombshell quite like Barbie Hayden. We've got some great stuff coming up in the future. You know, October 30th, Hardcore Halloween, so TCW's having 2 shows in the month of October. On top of that, their rebooted show is slowly but surely going to be coming out very soon, making its return. I know that they're doing live streaming during the show, so and I'm sure if you go to tcw-austin.com, you're going to find as much detail about not only the October 30th show, but about the superstars and what have you. I mean, we've got some great stuff coming up. I know I've got some great stuff coming up in the near future. Like I said, if I don't cover anything, if I don't release a video before the week of Bound for Glory, I will be releasing a video. I will talk in depth about my views of the current state of Impact, and more importantly, what they can do as a product to improve. Moreover, probably in the near future, in the coming weeks, I'll also be talking about October 22nd at TASW. I've got, I do have a big announcement I'm making at Coach's Sports Bar, which is where the Humble Street Fight will be held for TASW, and I might be talking a little bit about my decision-making process and why the big announcement. So be on the lookout for that. As always, you know, if you haven't liked me yet on Facebook or haven't friended me, what are you waiting for? I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to plead. I'm not too proud to beg, but, you know, come on, guys. I mean, look at me. Yeah, come on. And same goes for if you haven't subscribed to DoJo Productions, who are the makers, the ones who create the magic for Behind the Curtain. If you haven't checked out our latest videos, I mean, the latest extra is a pretty good one. We interviewed the women of MPX and was pleasantly pleased. You know, we had Kate Carroll, Vanity Valentine, Athena, the wrestling goddess, and of course Claudia. If you haven't caught that, that's out there. And we are going to have episode 8 out pretty soon, I'm hoping. So with that, I hope everyone enjoys their weekend of wrestling. Again, if you're in the Houston area and you got nothing better to do, I'd say go to Doomsday Wrestling. You might see me there, and if you see me there, say hello. And if you're in Austin on October 2nd, come and enjoy the fun of TCW Wrestling. Come enjoy the show itself, and more importantly, let's come and celebrate and bring in the 21st year of Barbie Hayden's life in style, in grand style. What can I say? What more do I need to say? There's free cake at this event. So, I'd like to end this by saying stay cool, stay sexy, stay classy. You know what? You're a fan of mine. You've liked me on Facebook. You've friended me on Facebook. You've been here since day one. You've subscribed to me. You love visiting the Lucha Lounge. You know you're all of those. You are staying cool, staying sexy, and staying classy. So, talk to you later.